probably um like post it on the other groups.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
yeah.
All right, I think we're live. Let's wait for people to start watching.
Is it probably better to watch off the YouTube comments or like do they come up on here?
I'm not for sure.
I see it live.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Scent of the day. So I'm wearing. Figure this out. I'm wearing tuxedo. Just did a review on it the other day. It's really good stuff.
My scent of the day is I was testing out King. That's what I was doing today.
Nice.
But I didn't really like. It's not a very productive day, so
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't been getting good performance out of it though.
yeah. I've also realized that too.
Let's see. Trying to figure out. Let's see. So basically, guys, this is just going to be laid back. Both of us have hit milestones in our subscribers, so we figured we just do like a live Q&A. So you can just ask us, whatever. Michael said, "I'm only here because I heard you guys are giving shit away." Maybe, man. I don't know. Let's see. Favorite from Parfum Vintage. Yeah, my favorite, yeah. Mine is probably Vanilla Intense right now, just because it's, I don't know, the vanilla is just makes it a lot more unique compared to what else they've been releasing and stuff.
Yeah, same for me because I've only tried that one and King.
Yeah.
So.
Say, Steve, can you see the comments on yours?
On the Hangouts or
Yeah.
like no, I can't.
Let's see. Because I can see it like on YouTube, but not on the Hangouts. Let's see. What's your favorite oud fragrance? I don't know. I really don't have a favorite. Like, I'm not a huge fan of oud. I like it in moderation. So probably right now would be Tobacco Oud by Tom Ford. That's pretty good stuff. And it's very wearable too. It's not like a stanky oud.
Yeah, mine would probably be um probably Oud Wood. That's one I've tried recently and I liked.
Nice.
I haven't got a full bottle of that one, so
That's good stuff. Let's see. Do you use petroleum jelly before applying or just moisturizer? I actually don't use either. I just apply straight to my skin, and that works for me because my skin is pretty good.
yeah, I don't use anything either. But I usually take a shower before I use stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like yeah, in the morning.
Favorite fragrance reviewer? I don't know. I like a lot of them. Pretty much all of them. It's hard to
Yeah,
pick a favorite because everyone adds something different. You know, everyone has a different opinion. So I don't know. Just depends.
yeah, same for me.
What's your go-to fragrance? Probably for me, my go-to fragrance right now would be a Ventus. I've been wearing that like pretty much every day, except for today. But I don't know. It's just so easy to wear. Hard not to wear it sometimes.
Um, oh yeah, that's my brother, by the way. Uh,
Oh,
yeah. So, um, my go-to fragrance is probably it's something I'm guessing I'm gonna like sound pretty like easy on this one, but it's probably Sauvage for me.
Sauvage, yeah.
Cause
It's
like
easy to wear. It's,
yeah,
gets the job done.
Yeah, I'm almost done with like one bottle now. So
One bottle, yeah. Let's see. Top 5 dumb reaches for niche. Probably a Ventus, Elysium, Baccarat Rouge 540. Let's see. It's hard not having my collection right here to look at. Probably Cedrat Boise. That's really easy.
yeah.
One more. I don't know. Probably I don't know. I'll say right now, probably Viking. Been wearing that decent amount lately.
Yeah, to be honest, for me, I don't have as much niches, so like I just have a lot of samples. So I mean, but I like a lot of them so far.
Yeah. Let's see, favorite fragrance note. For me, oh, that's tough. I don't know. It's probably gonna sound basic, but probably just like ambroxan or ambergris. I mean, like, I don't know. It's pretty popular in like Sauvage and all those fragrances, but and like all the Creed dry downs and like Tuxedo, which I was talking about, like popular ambergris note. Like, I'd probably say ambergris, ambroxan.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like I've been liking almond a lot in more like recently as I've been trying more stuff.
Yeah, nice. Let's see. What do you think of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry? I don't know. I mean, I like the fact that they're ballsy, like only Tom Ford would name, fragrances like that. So I'm looking forward to trying it. Carlos just did a review on it and he said it was pretty good. So, once it's more available, I'd love to try it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm most likely I'm not gonna get to try it until maybe find a sample of it or something.
Yeah. Let's see. Michael, you need some celebration next summer. I do need to get some celebration. I'll probably do a split on that bad boy next spring. That stuff's crazy expensive though, so. Let's see. Which one is better? Bergamot, Soleil, Durham, Cologne 2013, Bergamust, or Bergamot 22? I guess it depends. I mean, I don't know. I've tried Durham, Cologne. I've tried Bergamust. I haven't tried Bergamot 22 or Bergamot Soleil, so, I can't answer that whole question, but I mean, just had to sample them, I guess, and see which one you like.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I haven't tried any of those, so.
Let's see. What's a good masculine fragrance for a younger guy in his 20s? Anything. I mean, depending if you're wanting to go safe, you could go like Sauvage, you could go Dylan Blue. If you're trying to spend more money, like a Ventus would be great. I mean, I know I talk about a Ventus a lot, but I mean, if you're talking about versatile fragrances for men, it's hard to go wrong with the Ventus.
Yeah.
See, where are you from? Looks nice and peaceful there, no stress. So I'm from Illinois, like a small town in Illinois. It's nice. It's like 70 degrees today, so it's starting to feel like fall a little bit. I actually just filmed my top 10 fall fragrances video today, so that should be going out pretty soon.
Yeah. By the way, how is the sound, guys? Because I mean, we can't really tell how it is.
Yeah, hopefully the quality is good and stuff. This is our first time going live, so we have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to looking like at the camera up there.
Yeah. I keep looking at the screen trying to read the comments, so it's
Yeah.
Scent of the day is Jeremy's today top 10 performance was number 1. Homage Interlude Man. It is good, dude. Interlude Man is good. It's very strong though, like you said, but it's good stuff. What Creed is good to buy for my first bottle of Creed? Uh, something like Millesime Imperial, maybe. Silver Mountain Water. I mean, it's always good to sample them. Cheaper Creeds like Millesime Imperial will be a good way to go if you want to play it safe, but really just depends. I just say to sample a good majority of them, and then whichever one you like the most, buy it, so that way you actually really like it.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, that's how I bought my like Ventus. I just kept sampling and then decided I'll get it. So sampling is key.
Yep, definitely, especially when you're spending a few $100.
Yeah.
Let's see, fragrance for men over 30 years old. A good one would be Guerlain Vetiver. I actually had that for a while. Gave it to my uncle actually, but Guerlain Vetiver is a really nice vetiver scent, but it's also got some other like spicier notes. It's actually pretty good stuff, but it does have more of a mature smell to it. I just really didn't care for wearing it myself. But yeah, if you're, a more mature guy, something like that would be great. Let's see, what's your favorite Mancera, not Cedrat? For me, probably right now would be Sicily. I mean, it's kind of, we're getting out of the summer season, but I wore Sicily a lot when it was really hot. That stuff is great.
Yeah.
Very authentic citrus fragrance with like amazing performance. So,
I mean, for me, what shocked me the most was Hindu Kush was one that.
oh yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah, when I tried that first time, um, that's one I liked a lot. But now, as I've been trying it more and more, it's like it's okay because like in the dry down, it's a little bit too I don't know, it's a little bit too like of a burny kind of smell, which I don't like. And
Yeah.
but the opening is very nice on that.
Yep, it's good. I got a sample of that from Alan a while ago. That was good stuff. Let's see. Are testers any different in scent, projection, longevity versus non-retail bottles? From my experience, no. I know there's kind of like a conspiracy theory. People say that they are stronger or, they are weaker. But from my experience, no. I bought plenty of testers. I bought plenty of, full retail bottles, and I haven't noticed a difference. So, I mean, I'm assuming the answer would be they aren't different, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't ever brought testers. I'm like one of those people that are just like, I like the full presentation. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Let's see. Durham Intense versus Valentino Uomo Intense. Which one would you prefer? Both are great. Really can't go wrong with either. I like Durham Intense better, but it's just kind of a personal thing. I really like the richness of it. I feel like it's a little bit more rich than Valentino Uomo Intense, but I like them both, and I get good performance from both. So
Yeah, I agree as well.
let's see. Which pineapple vintage should I buy first? It depends. Like I said, I'm really liking Vanilla Intense right now. Something a little bit different than what they've been putting out, but something like Vanilla Intense, or you could just go with Pineapple Vintage Intense. That's a good one. It's up to you.
What's the best cannabis fragrance in your opinion? Um, I personally don't. I've only tried Hindu Kush, which is one that has cannabis, but like in the opening, it doesn't have much. But as it dries down, it gets like that. As I said, like a burny kind of smell. So it's pretty good in the opening, but the dry down kind of threw it off for me.
Yeah. I've only tried Hindu Kush, but I've heard good things about by Killian Smoke for the Soul. That one's been getting some talk, and then also
Black Afghan.
Replica Music Festival, I think it is. That one, it's gotten some talk, but I've only tried Hindu Kush, so I can't, say.
Me too.
If you could recommend a Mancera fragrance other than Cedrat Boisé and Oud Vanille, which one would it be? Both of those are really good, but if I had to recommend something different, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want something that's oud based or has prominent oud, or if you want something fresh, you could go something like Wild Fruits from Mancera,
Oh yeah, that one.
Sicily, like I talked about earlier.
Good.
Red Tobacco, I think, is one that they have, and that was pretty good. It's extremely strong, though.
Yeah, I've only I mean I've tried quite a bit, but like ones I would recommend, it's probably a really easy one to wear is probably lemon lime.
Oh yeah, for
It
sure.
smells like, lemon, and that's what I get from it. And then there's also I mean Wild Fruits is a good one too. I mean that one it's coming, it's on its way for me. I ordered it because on Fragrance Net it was for a cheap price. So
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
what was it, like around 60 or something, I think?
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
50 or no, like 59, I think.
Wow, that's steal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Have you ever smelled Guerlain EDL cologne? I've only smelled the eau de parfum version, but
Yeah, I haven't smelled any of them.
yeah, that one I like. It's pretty good. Thing is, when I smelled all these like fragrances, it was like one time in Las Vegas. So I only had a few days, and I just smelled pretty much a lot of stuff. So most of them I don't remember, but like one day I want to do another trip like where I can smell more.
Mhm.
Yeah, because around where I live, there's not anything like in terms of niche and stuff.
Yeah, same here. Let's see. Is Wild Fruits like Milsim Imperial? Uh,
I
Not
don't.
really. I mean, I know it gets compared to, I think, what, Silver Mountain Water. If you look on Fragrantica, it's like compared to that. I mean, there's similarities, but they're different enough that's worth owning both. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think it smells more similar to Silver Mountain Water than Malice Imperial.
yeah, for sure. Let's see, Pure Malt or Bentley Intense. Both are pretty good. Um, I really like Bentley Intense mainly just because of the price. I mean, you can get that stuff for a really good price. And then performance, smell, everything is on point. So I would say probably Bentley Intense, but just, your opinion. Just got to
Yeah,
sample them.
I agree with Michael. He said it's a fruity Silver Mountain Water. So
Yep, definitely.
I agree.
Discounters or retail? Definitely discounters. I only buy retail when I absolutely have to. But I
Or
mean,
like
it pains me to do it. I just had to buy another bottle of Tuxedo at retail. It's tough, but try to avoid it when I can, but sometimes you can't.
yeah. Man, Bentley Intense I haven't tried yet, but I mean, I always see people talking about it. But I just never like have like I've been like wanting to get it, but haven't been like getting it. So
It's good stuff. Yeah. Who's the other guy? Oh, so this is Steve Random. He's just hit 3,000 subs on his channel. His link is in the description. You can go subscribe to him. So
yeah, thank you.
he's I think how old are you? Are you
I'm 17 right now.
17?
Yeah.
So we're around the same age. I think we're like what, two of the youngest reviewers, pretty much.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Would you guys have any raspberry amber-based fragrances for men in mind, except Tom Ford since it's so expensive? I'm having a hard time finding one. Uh, I know in Tuscan leather there's like a good raspberry note. I know you said not Tom Ford, but
There's isn't there that Versace thing.
Oh yeah, La Yukawam or whatever it is. I
Yeah,
think.
that one.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's pretty much the. If you don't want to buy Tuscan leather, you can buy that one.
And I've heard it has like an even more amped up, like raspberry note in it compared to Tuscan leather. So that
Yeah.
would be something to look at. Oud wood is the best Tom Ford. Yeah, oud wood is good stuff, man. It's a very wearable oud. It's not too stanky or anything like that. Let's see, what do you think about Valentino Uomo Intense? It's good stuff. A little bit more of like a fresher take on Durome Intense, but yeah, it's great stuff. See, is Interplay by Alexandria close to Baccarat Rouge 540? It is. I actually have Interplay Extrait, which is their take on Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait, and it's pretty close. I'm still giving it some time to mature because I know with their fragrances, they're usually bottled for order, so you should give it some time before you know, smell it. So that's why I've held off on reviewing it. But yeah, it's pretty close from what I've smelled so far. And the performance is good too.
Should I go for a Melange Interlude given the price tag? I would say. I mean, you can find it for discounted, like in discount, it's for probably like 170, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Like yeah. I
Or
mean,
if you
I
look
would
on Facebook.
probably yeah, I would probably like buy it for 140, 150. That's I think a pretty good price for it.
Yep,
Find
definitely.
it for that. It's good.
Let's see, how many fragrances do you both have as of right now? I have around 80, 85, I think. That's including all of my backup bottles and stuff. I have backups of the majority of my fragrances. So yeah, I'd say about 80, 85.
Yeah, I think I have about probably like 70 and a bunch of samples, but I mean, I don't really count the samples, so probably 70 total bottles.
Yeah, I'd like to start downsizing just because I bought a lot of stuff that I don't even wear anymore. So
Yeah,
it's,
me too. Yeah. All right, fragrance journey.
yeah, see you later, dude. See, Versace, Hawis, or Invictus Aqua 2016 or 2018. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I know Hawas or Havas has been getting harder to find. I don't know if it's been discontinued or not. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, so I mean, I recommend between 16 and 18. I would recommend the 16 version of Invictus Aqua, but I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
I wouldn't pay like 150 for it or something like that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some bottles of the 2016 going for around $80 or so on Facebook. I've seen a few, so I think the prices have started to come down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's up to 70 plus a bottle now on Amazon. Yeah, the prices have been going up. I thought it used to be around like, I think you could get it off of Notino for like 40 or $50 back in the day. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it just that's what I don't like sometimes about the discontinuation of like fragrances. Just I mean, just ups the price for like no reason, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's see, Durome Intense or Durome Parfum or Valentino Uomo Intense. All of them are good. Durome Parfum is probably the least wearable. It's very heavy on the leather, and it's got some more oud and rose in it, so it's harder to wear. But if I had to pick out of those three, I'd probably pick Durome Intense, just because it's one of my personal favorites.
Bulgari Aquamara or Atlantic or Atlantique. I would say probably Atlantique because it's more I guess it's a little bit more of a you can like just easily wear it every day.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
agree.
Amara can be like too strong, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, L'Antique is good stuff. It's kind of like a mix of Sauvage and Dylan Blue is mainly the two I get, but it's like super strong stuff. Like it's even stronger than Sauvage on my skin. And it's kind of got a little bit more of a uniqueness factor too, because of like the, Bulgari aquatic notes it has. So yeah, I'd probably say Atlantique as well.
Thank you, Para.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let's see.
What's your favorite Azaro? I would I would say Wanted by Night is my favorite so far.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely prefer Wanted by Night over just the regular Wanted.
Yeah, me too.
What is the best designers tobacco fragrances in niche? For designers, a really good tobacco scent is Versace Man, like not Mano Fresh, just Man. It's in the purple bottle. That's a really good one. I actually picked it up not too long ago, and it's a great tobacco scent for the price. Then for niche tobacco scents, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla, that's a great one. Tobacco Oud, whole bunch of them out there.
What fragrance stands out and ends up being confident? I would say the classic, Creed Ventus. That one. I mean, sometimes when I look at the bottle of Creed Ventus, I just, you can see a suit and tie kind of thing because of how the black and white or the black and silver on it. So, I mean, that's just the most confident I would go for.
Yep, definitely, I'd agree. Let's see. Is Viking worth the price tag? At the current price tag, like discounters and stuff, definitely not. I mean, I think last time I looked, it was around like 245 for the 100 mil or something like that. I mean, that's like even more expensive than a Ventus in some places. So if you can get it for a good price, like I picked up mine for like 150, 155 for the 100 mil. So if you can get it at that price, it's definitely worth it, but I wouldn't pay any more than $200 for it, to be honest.
Sony, I have not tried that. No.
Energy of the Sea. No, I haven't tried that either. I haven't even heard of it. What do you think about Versace Eros? I think, yeah, I like Eros, man. I mean, it gets a lot of hate, but I mean, for what it is, I think it's a great scent.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, it's one of those like Invictus where Invictus gets a lot of hate, but then it gets compliments. So like same with Eros, it gets hate, but it does the job.
Definitely, yeah. And if you're like a younger guy, you're looking to get into fragrances, Eros would be a great place to start, especially with the fall and winter coming up. Can't go wrong with that stuff. See,
Costas?
has a Viking out. Yeah, Michael, I ought to get on that, man.
Yeah, Costas. I did the same, and I didn't get any wow reactions because I feel like Aventus is more of a it's a more confident scent, but it's not one that would get more reactions like some of those other like designer niches. Just in my opinion, I would say.
Let's see, Spice Bomb Extreme or Parfums de Marly Layton. Uh, both are really good. I mean, I like Layton a lot. So I mean, I'd probably say Layton, but both are really good. Both perform really good. So just whatever you prefer. Of your current lot, top one from designer and niche. That's tough. For my designer, I would probably choose Dior Intense just because it's just one of my favorites, especially for the upcoming season. And then for niche, it would probably be a Ventus. Basic, I know, but love me some Ventus.
For me, I mean, designer wise, I don't know if this one counts, but I would say Ombre Leather by Tom Ford.
Yep.
I mean, right now it kind of is a designer. So that one I would say as a designer, and then as a niche, it's between quite a bit. I mean, niche it could be like it could be. It depends on what I'm going for. If it's like Ventus, which is like just all around good, or it could be something that wants to get compliments. So I haven't decided on niche yet because I'm also still like exploring the niche kind
Yeah,
of aspect.
definitely. Let's see, Jesse said, is it worth owning latent and latent exclusive? I actually haven't tried latent exclusive, so
Same.
I'm
Yeah.
not for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man, to be honest. Yeah, Michael said, I think you don't get many compliments with the Ventus, but when you do, they're over the top. I definitely agree. Uh, and it all just depends, in your situation, where you're at, your personality, stuff like that. But I mean, the times I have gotten compliments from Ventus, it's been a lot better than just, oh, you smell good. It's always very unique compliments.
Yeah.
I heard they reformulated Versace Eros. Is it true? Uh, I have heard that as well. I don't have a newer bottle to test, so I'm not for sure, but that's what I've heard. I've heard they're a lot weaker, so yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, me too. I've heard that, but I haven't had the bottle.
Ventus is definitely the number one compliment getter. When you dress the part, you will get more too. Yep, definitely. It's all about your style, your personality. There's a lot more that goes into it than just the scent itself when you want to get compliments and get noticed and stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely if you're dressing good, if you're in like a formal event and you wear a Ventus, then you'll definitely get noticed.
What's the worst reactions you got to a scent by Thomas? My worst reactions is probably that video that I did about eternity. I think that's my worst, like overall, because I got kicked out of class, so it's not like I don't think it can get much worse than that. But that's probably my worst compliment or my worst reaction.
Let's see. Michael said latent exclusive is definitely worth it for the cold winter, darker and heavier than latent. Okay, cool. So yeah, I haven't tried it, but I'll grab a sample of it since we got winter coming up.
How would you rate Vinci play? Um, that one's not too bad. I would say probably play intense in my opinion is better because play is a little bit too basic. I feel between the rest of the designers, but play intense I would go for. That's the one I would go for.
Let's see. Top 3 fall winter fragrances. Well, I just filmed my fall list, so really don't want to spoil it. So I'm gonna.
I mean, I can say mine.
Yeah, you can say yours.
Uh, actually, I forgot my video, but it was Tuscan Leather is number one. Leighton, and the number three. I forgot my own video. I think I forgot what the number three was, but it was between Leighton and Tuscan Leather as my top two.
Let's see. Colton asked scent of the day. So my scent of the day is tuxedo. It's been pretty cool today. It's been like 70 degrees, so I figured it was a good day to wear it instead of wearing a fresher fragrance. So
Yeah, mine was King. Been testing it out, and you know, it's so far been pretty good, but just longevity wise, it's not been the best.
see, Michael said, "Got to take off. Great job." All right, Michael. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep, thank you.
Let's see what we got.
Ali says, "What's your favorite clubbing fragrance?" Um, my favorite's probably between like, those designer fragrances because those are the easiest to like, you don't have to spend too much to get those. So probably between, I would say Ultramar and probably Eros as my go-tos.
Yep, both solid. Yeah, for me it would probably be, something like Eros or I don't know, something maybe like Spice Bomb. That would be a great one. But just depends.
Yeah.
Get a sample of the Innis, the Energy of the Sea. Yeah, man, I'll have to check it out. Sounds like it's good stuff. You guys will like it for summer fragrances. Nice.
Donna, funny question.
What makes a fragrance masculine to you? Just a combination of things. I mean, something that is very sharp and head turning. So, you hear Sauvage, it's very masculine because it has this like abrasive, sharp type of scent profile. So, something like that, something with a lot of spice, a lot of woods, that would make it masculine. Just something that isn't light. And, sometimes with citrus fragrances like Sicily, I was talking about earlier, that one could be leaning feminine to some people because it's very citrusy and it's, very light. It doesn't have much of, like a woody depth or anything like that. So,
Ali, no, I've not tried that. I've not tried Tom Ford Effing Fabulous.
I actually have. I got a sample of it a while ago, and it's pretty good. It's unique. I would say it's definitely different. Just expensive, so I haven't bought a bottle of it, but I like it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to try it for a while, but I mean, I first probably would like to, test it out and like smell it first before buying a full one. So I would do.
See, another great fall scent is Hugo Boss Original or Extreme. Yep, definitely. It's very good stuff. Definitely a classic. Love that stuff.
Oh, it's been going on for like 30 minutes already.
30 minutes, has it? Let's see. Love it or hate, or love or hate Gucci Guilty Absolute. I actually like it. I was thinking about picking up like the biggest bottle a while ago off FragranceNet, but personally, I like it. I know it's a very controversial fragrance, very polarizing, but I like it.
Yeah, I've tried it one time, but I don't remember how it was. But I didn't like have any, bad reaction to it. So I think it was pretty good.
See, Jesse asks, any gooey, sludgy vanilla fragrances in your rotation? Definitely Elborn by Carner Barcelona. One of the best vanilla fragrances, hands down, I've ever smelled. It's almost kind of is boozy in a way from, I don't know what from, but it's like this vanilla, honey, Peru balsam. It's got like this sludgy vibe to it, I would say, definitely. But it's amazing stuff. Very, very good stuff.
Thank you, Bill, for that.
Let's see. Givenchy Gentleman EDP for you vanilla needs. Nice. I haven't actually tried it, but I'll have to check it out. Love me some vanilla. Guys, please save that video. Are you talking about this video, like the live stream? So I'll leave this up if you guys want me to.
So I think there might be a hurricane coming by where I live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Kind of rough.
That's scary.
Yeah. But, I might have to pre-record some vids, so because the power might be off, and then I'll post them on those days.
Gotta protect your frags, dude.
Yeah,
Put them in the bathroom with you or something.
yeah.
Javante Gentleman only absolute is amazing, even though my wife thinks it's too feminine. Let's see, Javante Gentleman.
I've tried the one of like I think it was the black grayish one, but I
Oh yeah.
haven't really I haven't tried that one, to be honest.
What do you guys think about Valentino Uomo Noir Absolute? I actually haven't tried it, but it does look really good. I know it's been talked about quite a bit, being good, fall and winter scent, but I haven't tried it, so I'm not for sure.
Yeah, neither have I.
Let's see.
If you guys have any questions, leave them down.
Colton said, "Great vid, guys. Got to run. Thanks for stopping by, man. We appreciate it. It's been pretty fun so far." Let's see, if you could only pick one fragrance out of everything, what is your absolute favorite one? Again, mine right now would probably be a Ventus, just because how wearable it is, and it just ticks all the boxes for me. Super wearable, great performance, uh, just does everything I really need it to do. It is expensive, but it's worth it. If you can get it for good prices, then it's definitely worth it.
What cologne did you change your mind about? I changed. There's quite a few I changed my mind about, but one, the most recent, I think I mentioned already, was Hindu Kush. I liked that one in the beginning, but then as like I was doing more of like a test and in the dry down, I didn't really like it. So it's one I changed my mind about.
Let's see, what got you into fragrances in the first place, and what made you decide to produce content? So that's a good question, actually. I think I was watching like an Alpha M video, or like, one of those influencers, and they were talking about how every guy should have, a good cologne. And at the time, I didn't really have any good fragrances, so I just Googled, or on YouTube, I searched like good colognes for men, and I came across a Jeremy fragrance video. I think it was his like top 10 most complimented. And I basically just started like binge watching all of his videos, and I bought a couple fragrances from his recommendation, and I got those, and I smelled them and I liked them, and it pretty much just, started it all for me. I got very obsessed, and I started blind buying a whole bunch of stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, the way I started mine was through my brother. He had a few fragrances he had, and so then when I like something, because like at first I didn't know what to wear. Like I didn't like I was still a kid, so I wasn't wearing anything like on in terms of fragrance. And then my brother one day smells like he puts I think Chrome Mazzaro, and like I'm like, wow, what's that smell? And it's like my brother's like, I'm just using this fragrance right here. Then I start using it, and then people start commenting on my fragrances, and they say, "Oh, that smells good, Steve." And from there, I was like, "Let me check if there's any more fragrances that I can buy." And then so then I got introduced to like Jeremy fragrance, and then started kind of from there. Um, then I was like, I might as well make my own channel because I want to share my thoughts on some stuff. So
definitely. Let's see. What do you think about those replica fragrances, Jazz Club by the Fireplace, etc.? I really like By the Fireplace. It's a very authentic smelling, you get chestnut, you get vanilla. And when you really, close your eyes and think about it, when you smell it, it really does smell like you're sitting by a fireplace. It's a very nice scent. And then Jazz Club, I haven't tried. I actually want to do a split on it at some point, but I think it's gets compared to Dolce & Gabbana the one. Like I said, I haven't smelled it, so I don't know for sure. But yeah, I'd be curious to try Jazz Club at some point. But By the Fireplace is really good, and it'll be a great one for winter.
Yeah, I haven't tried those two. But I always see stuff about them, and I'm like, I want to try them like sometime, like in a where I can find them, like in a department store or something. That's what I want to do.
See, how many sprays do you do with the Ventus? I do usually 2 to 3 just around my neck, and that gets me noticed, and it lasts all day on my skin. So that's usually what I do for indoors. If I'm going to be going outdoors and I want to get noticed, I'll do maybe 4 to 5, but still nothing too crazy, and that works for me. But everyone's skin is different, so
Yeah, I mean, I do about sometimes 3 to 4. But like maybe 1 or 2 days I might do more. But then at the same time, when I'm spraying more, I'm like, I wasted like $5 just now. So
yeah.
so sometimes I underspray just so I can like smell good, but not have too much on.
Let's see. What's your signature scent? Probably right now. I mean, at one point it was definitely Acqua di Gio Profumo. I was wearing that stuff like all the time. But now as I've kind of started to discover niche, and my taste has changed a little bit. Right now it would probably be, maybe a Ventus or Elysium. I've been wearing that quite a bit. It's kind of hard to answer because that would change every day, just depending on what mood I'm in. It'll depend on which fragrance I, really enjoy the most. So
Yeah, same for me. But when I only had about like 7 or 8 fragrances, I would use Savage the most. But right now it's pretty hard to use only one, especially when I have like some that are like being used by a lot of people. So
let's see. Bill said, I think we are all here because of Jeremy, whether we admit it or not. Definitely, I'd have to agree. He does get a lot of hate, gets a lot of love, but I mean, he is, the biggest fragrance reviewer in the community right now, and he's bringing in a ton of new, people who had no idea about the fragrance community before. So, yeah, definitely, he's played a huge role in how the community has grown so big, so fast. But
what's up, LPS? Izzy? Do you like MCR? What's MCR? I don't know what that is.
yeah, I don't know either. Have you smelled By the Fireplace? I'm struggling to find situations to use it. Yeah. I was going to put it in my fall list, but I ended up keeping it out just because I feel like it's more strictly a winter scent. Maybe days where you're going to be maybe staying inside. I kind of see it more as a personal fragrance. So if I was, staying inside on a cold winter's day and I wanted to wear something for myself, I would probably wear By the Fireplace because it's not really like a super mass pleasing scent. It's a little bit different, but you know, see, top 5 male fragrances to make them push the life alert button. Definitely the Elysium Extrait and Parfum Cologne layer. That stuff definitely would be one. Also Viking, since it's more of like a mature fragrance that seems to get attention from older women. more so than younger ones because it's kind of got this Old Spice type of smell. But I'd say those are definitely two. I don't know, I can't think of five at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much that can do that.
So your most anticipated upcoming release. For me, it would probably be I don't know, not to jump on the bandwagon of the whole like Tom Ford Lost Cherry thing, but that does have my interest peaked quite a bit. Not only just because of the name, but also because of the note breakdown and watching Carlos review earlier. I'm pretty excited to try that one, honestly. I think it's going to be another very polarizing release once more people can smell it.
Yeah, same for me. That's like one that is like on my to try list. Hello,
Jeremy is the Tiger Woods of the fragrance community. Love him or hate him, he brought fragrances to the mainstream. Yep, definitely. And, he's only getting bigger. All of us reviewers are only getting bigger. So I feel like as time goes on, the community is just going to keep growing, going to keep getting new people. So yeah, he's definitely played a huge role in how the community is today.
Yeah, for sure. What fragrance has gotten you the most compliments when going out from OG Aesthetics? Those, it's between quite a few, but I would say probably, I mean, it's going to be probably between Sauvage, Valentino Uomo Intense, and what's the third one I can think of? Probably a new one, like Vanilla Intense has been getting me some compliments, but like not when going out to clubs or like to somewhere like parties, but like just on a regular day. It's got quite a bit of compliments lately. So
Yeah, for me, it would probably be Invictus Aqua 2016, mainly just because of its performance. Very strong stuff. That's gotten me a ton of attention.
yeah.
Baccarat Rouge 540, that stuff has been getting me a lot of attention, both going out and also just from day to day, because that stuff is very strong too. A lot of people think it's like a skin scent and think it doesn't last, but like 2 sprays pretty much fills up a room from my experience.
Definitely.
Again, it depends on your skin chemistry, but for me, it's very strong, and that's gotten me noticed a lot of times.
Yeah. Karsten asks, you actually notice the difference in reactions between designer and niche? Like, I personally can't justify dropping over $100 on a fragrance. I would say, I mean, mostly you could just really buy designers if you wanted to, but the reason why I'm buying niches is to like enjoy as like for myself, pretty much. Like if I enjoy the smell of it, I would like to keep smelling it, pretty much.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, yeah, if your goal is just to smell good and to increase your confidence,
designers
then
work
yep,
really.
definitely. But for me, it kind of got to a point where I kept buying these designers, and I was just looking for the next thing that really blew me away, and I really wasn't finding it with designers. And that's really what made me jump into niche, and I started really discovering some fragrances that blew me away, kind of like when I first started fragrances. So that's kind of why I've started getting into niche. It's mostly a personal thing, just because I like exploring new things. So
Yeah, especially when like the new designers are just Ambroxan filled and
yeah.
stuff.
Have you smelled a fragrance with real oud like The Night by Frederick Malle? And if yes, how did you like it? I have not. I've smelled some very oud-based fragrances, mainly from Mancera. There was a few Manceras I smelled that had a lot of oud, but I've never smelled any of the really like high quality, like high end oud fragrances. And that's really just because I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. It might change after a while, but yeah, I haven't really explored many oud-based fragrances.
Yeah, me neither. But I mean, I've been realizing I've been getting more into oud. Because at first, like, if I smelt anything with oud, I would be like, I don't like that at all. Like when I first, had a few designers and stuff. But I feel like the more like you smell stuff and more fragrances, you kind of like, I don't know, you start liking different things. That's just how I feel.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I'm starting to like oud a little bit more.
Oh, we got Bradley in here. Hey, what's up, man? It's good to see you here, dude.
Yeah. So
Looking forward to seeing your fall fragrances list coming up soon, hopefully. Let's see. What fragrance was your first? Was the one that made you look into getting fragrances in general? So for me, what really kind of started that after I bought those couple fragrances after seeing Jeremy Fragrance's video was Versace Eau Fresh. That one really blew me away, and that was actually the one that got me like my first compliments from a fragrance other than like body sprays or whatever. But that one really kind of jump started my hobby, because at the time I was used to smelling like body sprays and very generic smelling
yeah, same.
scents. And Versace Eau Fresh, while it's not extremely unique, it's actually one of the more common designers. But at the time, it really blew me away because it was so much different than what I was used to. So that one really kind of started it all for me. That's why I still have it, just because it's a very sentimental fragrance.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's Chromazaro most likely because that's one that my brother was using, and like that's how I got into it. Um,
See, Bradley said the list is coming soon. Well worth the wait. Definitely, man. I can't wait. No, it's going to be killer. Been killing it with the last couple of videos you've done, so I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, the production level is on point.
Top notch.
Valentino Uomo or Jean Brocatier Ultra Mile. Those are pretty different in my opinion. I mean, uh, I would say if you're looking for something more of a less like like a young fragrance, kind of like Ultra Mile would be more like that, and then if you're looking for maybe a more mature fragrance, then Valentino Uomo would do that job.
Yep, I'd agree. I really like both. Ultramale, like Steve said, it's more of a young, youthful type of scent. But I also really like it because I feel it's a little bit more unique. It's got pear, and it just takes the Lamal DNA and puts a little bit of a twist on it. And I like it, but it definitely does lean a little bit more young smelling.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Bill. I mean, some palette does change. And I can realize that, like, as I'm smelling more and more stuff.
Definitely. Yeah. So your top 3 cheapies. I'm all about the cheapies, student life. Yep. For me, it would probably be, I guess it depends what you want to consider a cheapie. I mean, probably under $30 or so, maybe. Um, I would say probably Aqua Atlantique. I mean, I guess it depends on where you can get it. I got my bottle, like 100 mil, for like $25. I would consider that to be pretty cheap. I mean, for that price point, it's huge bang for your buck because of the performance. So I'd say probably Aqua Atlantique, um, probably Perry-Ellis 360 Red, and then probably Versace Eau Fresh. Like I said, if you know where to look, you can get it for really
Yeah,
good
like any
prices.
Versace's, to be honest, are pretty. You can find them pretty cheap on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Bentley is number 1. Yeah, Bentley's very good. Very good. Have you smelled Vibrant Leather? Personally, I have not.
Yeah.
I don't really have a Zara near me, so I can't really go and check any out.
About Belly Intense, what's my opinion? Or I mean, I haven't tried it, so I don't really have an opinion.
I definitely like it. Like I said, it's for the price, the performance, the smell, the scent quality, I think is very good. Like I said, for the price. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, if you don't like it, you're not out a whole lot of money. But I say to give it a shot. I mean, if you like fragrances like that, they're a little bit more boozy, a little bit more sweet, then I feel like you would like it. It's definitely very good.
Javi asks, what's your opinion on Azar Wanted by Night? That one I really enjoy. I mean, once the price goes down, I probably get myself a bottle.
Yeah, it's very good. Definitely improved version of the original Wanted. I liked Wanted a little bit, but at times it was a little bit headache inducing for me, mainly because it is so strong. But yeah, Wanted by Night I really enjoy. Jesse said, "Give me cheap, give me cheap." Definitely didn't work for Neiman's though, unfortunately. Let's see, where can I buy online original fragrances? Any of the main discounters: Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, Max Aroma, Fragrance Buy. That's a great one.
Yeah.
All those very good discounters.
Yeah, same with me, Bill. Um, I've just been seeing it a lot and I haven't been pulling the trigger on it.
Let's see how to get into niche, where to start. Um, Honestly, just start doing some research to figure out if you want fresher fragrances, if you want sweeter fragrances. If you're more of a fresh fragrance person, I would definitely start with Creed, just because they are very popular for their fresh fragrances, and I just start grabbing samples of them wherever you can, uh, Facebook or eBay or whatever. Really just start researching. Another good starter niche house would be Mancera. You can get their sample packs. Someone mentioned earlier, you can get sample packs off Amazon, so you could start there. They got some good offerings.
Or even like Byredo have a pretty good sample pack.
Yeah. So your top 1 to 2 longest lasting scents. For me, it would probably be a Ventus. That stuff, like I've said before, it lasts until the next day on my skin, even after a shower sometimes. It's hard to scrub that stuff off. So Ventus, and then probably Baccarat Rouge 540. Again, that's another one I have to really scrub off when I take a shower, because it'll just stay on my skin.
Yeah. Wait,
So
funny thing is, I sprayed Ventus on my arm and I took a shower before like an hour or so. And it's still on my arm. Like a light bit of it is still on my arm.
yeah, it stays on. It's no joke.
Yeah, I mean, mine would be, if we're going into like a designer side, since like you said, two niches, I would say Dior Homme Intense and Invictus. I would say those two can last a while.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, Invictus, the irregular Invictus and Invictus Aqua both are very strong.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Thomas says, what advice would you give someone who wants to start making fragrance related content on YouTube like you do? I would say just like, do like, don't like try to be like other like YouTubers and do your own kind of style. And if you get, comments here and there that are like bad or whatever, just stick to your own thing and you'll eventually get used to it and you'll make more vids and some people can learn from you and then you can learn from other people.
Yeah,
And that's how you get into it. I mean,
yeah, definitely. The main thing with YouTube is consistency. So if you're serious about starting a channel, then you really want to come up with a good upload schedule that's going to work for you, so you can be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 1 to 3 uploads a week is a great place to start. Just whatever you pick, just make sure you're able to be consistent with it. You'll have time in your schedule to upload that often. And if you are consistent, if you do put in effort in your videos, then you will start to grow.
Yeah. And what I realized is, if you are trying to do it like for like the money or whatever, it's gonna take a while. So like, you have to the content comes first, then like later on in the future you can have, money if you wanted to.
Yeah. And that's another common misconception, is a lot of people are under the impression that us reviewers get paid a lot. I mean, we really don't.
Yeah.
At our size, it's just not worth it for the money. You could get a part-time job at like McDonald's and make more money than what we do off of YouTube. So if you're doing it for the money, then I would say don't do it for the money. I do it because I have a passion for fragrances and I have a passion for making content. So I enjoy making videos. And I mean, if I do get a little money out of it, it's a bonus, but it's definitely not enough to, be my motivation.
Oh, I have a nice cup to show you guys right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Post that to the lounge, dude.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's like my go-to cup now.
Let's see. Kurt said, since Bradley is online, Timmy and Bradley told me about Killian apple brandy. Yeah, apple brandy is very good stuff. I actually got a sample of that a while ago, and it's really good. It reminds me, that's another one that reminds me of fall. Like when I first smelled it, immediately I just thought of fall weather, crisp, cool air, being at like an apple orchard or something like that. Very nice stuff. Just a little bit expensive.
I haven't tried that one, but I mean, so there's a lot of stuff that I want to try when I like, travel somewhere or whatever, get the chance to. A lot of by Killians I wanted to try. I mean, I have tried like Sacred Wood and Intoxicated, Black Phantom. Those I like, but one day I just want to have the lineup and just try to smell all of them and see which one's the best.
Let's see, have y'all ever received a negative reaction from wearing a fragrance, and did it change your opinion? I think I have received a couple negative reactions, not so much because of the scent. I think it was more because I oversprayed, or like someone made a comment one time. They're like, "Oh, you smell like you bathed in cologne," and I really didn't spray too much. I think I did like 3 or 4.
I had that experience too one time.
So I mean, I guess that can count. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the person was just being like a bitch, but I don't know.
Yeah, one time, I did this one time, and I'm not gonna do it again, most likely, because I got a too like you smell too strong comment, but like I sprayed my clothes like with like 3 or 4 sprays the day before, and I folded them in, so like the fragrance wouldn't keep going off it, so they're like folded in. And I thought that was like a trick to keep it lasting longer, but then I didn't spray anything in the morning when I woke up, and the first thing I know is like somebody's like, "Oh, you smell too strong," or like But I mean, I didn't even spray anything that day. I just sprayed it the day before, so that could be a trick to keep your fragrances lasting longer.
Sounds like it would work. Just kind of trap it in your shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is Dior Homme Parfum discontinued or just hard to find? So the thing with that was there was rumor that it was discontinued because it was hard to find pretty much everywhere. It was sold out everywhere. But I think the thing was that they had to reformulate it. So they toned down the leather note, and they changed a couple other things, I think. And now, from what I understand, it's back in production. I've been seeing it, like I think it's on FragranceNet again. But there for a while, it was nowhere to be found except for eBay, those stupid prices. But yeah, so I think it is still in production. And I'm not sure if that's the same with Fahrenheit Parfum, because I think they were saying that one was discontinued. I don't know if they reformulated that too, but from what I understand, it is not discontinued. So yeah, it's a good one to have. See, girls in the club are always annoyed within the first hours, but they got to remember I want the fragrance to last all night, so got to go heavy on the spray. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It'll when you first spray it, it's going to be very strong, but it'll die down after a little while.
No problem, Thomas.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping in, asking us some stuff.
Yeah. What's your favorite fragrance house? I'm gonna go for the traditional Creed. Creed's probably my favorite right now.
Yeah,
Like I feel like they have a good variety of stuff, that you can just use like differently.
yeah, I'd probably had to agree. For me, for niche anyway, it would be Creed, just because I own the most of them, and they're all extremely wearable. Um, and then if I had to pick a designer, I'd definitely go with Dior. The Dior Homme lineup is probably my favorite designer line of all time, just because there's a fragrance for every situation in that. You got Dior Homme Intense for like a formal setting. You got Dior Homme Sport or Dior Homme Cologne for casual. You got Dior Homme O for wearing it to the office. I just feel like they have a little bit of something for everyone and for every situation. So
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite designer house.
What's up, Tyler? Do you have a passion for other things other than fragrances? If so, what? I personally myself had a passion for collecting cards, but that kind of stopped because because I used to do a lot of tricks with cards and that stuff, but then I kind of stopped doing it. So I stopped collecting cards and stuff.
Yeah, for me, been getting into watches a little bit lately. Nothing too crazy, just automatic watches like Seiko, Orient. So that's been pretty fun, but of course it is expensive. So I've been trying to take my time and not buy too many, just for the sake of my wallet.
Yeah. Tyler says, "What's your next clones on your guys' radar?" Um, Mine, it's between like whichever one is probably best priced or like I can find the best deal on, but it's a lot. Like it's between I can say um Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP, um probably some Manceras, even though I have wild fruits coming in. Like I ordered it like a few days ago. Um also Reflection Man has been one I'm wanting to get. But I've been wanting to get like the non-magnetic cap. If I can't find that one, it's still fine. I can buy the magnetic one.
Yeah, I love Reflection, man. That stuff's so good.
Yeah.
For me, probably I don't know, kind of like what Steve said, whatever comes up first I can get a good deal on. I've been kind of eyeballing Roja, A Midsummer Dream or Midsummer Night Dream, something like that. It's supposed to be a very nice, uh, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's supposed to be pretty good stuff. It's kind of part of one of their exclusive lines. But I'll probably be looking at getting that one at some point, just once I have the funds for it.
XY says, "What's your thought? Or what do you think about Mugler Cologne?" I mean that one's a pretty like easygoing, fresh soapy fragrance to wear. It's one of the nicest ones like of that category, but it's like if you want to have one to wear and smell clean with, then it's a great one for that.
Yep. Yeah, it's good stuff. My bottle didn't perform at all though. And I'm talking
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
I
So
would get a half hour and it would be gone. Like
yeah,
normally I don't complain about performance, but literally I get like a half hour to an hour and it would be gone. So that just didn't make it worth it at all. But the scent itself is very nice. It's very, I mean, you literally can't go wrong with it. You know, it smells like a clean, soapy scent.
Nadar asks, reflection man or CH man purvey. Um, those two are pretty like
Pretty different.
kind of different to be honest. But if I had to pick between those two, I'd say reflection man, just because CH man purvey has like I don't know the performance on that has not been doing well for me. I mean, I've kind of put on the side so far, but what fragrances are you gonna wear most in the upcoming fall months? Pretty much my top 10 is what I'm gonna wear most.
Yeah, me too. I guess as like a spoiler, I would say tuxedo. I'd be wearing that a lot. Um, I actually got Paco Rabanne Pure XS a while ago, and it's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's in my top 10 list, but it's pretty good. I'll probably be wearing that one a decent amount, just kind of like a dumb reach. Um, Maybe I'll wait and see for my fall list.
Um, Nadar says, or I mean, well, I'm reading the wrong question. Magnetic reflection sucks. I'm not too sure, honestly, because I've only tried a sample of Reflection Man, so I'm not too sure what's the difference. But I've just heard that the non-magnetic one is better.
Yeah, I haven't tried. I just have like a small sample of it. I'm not sure if it's from the older or the newer bottle, so I'm not for sure. I doubt it sucks. A lot of it's probably in people's head. I mean, there's probably a little bit of a difference in performance and stuff like that, but either one I'm sure would still be fine.
Yeah.
See, Sonny said, "Hey Dallas, I got into fragrances from your videos. Just want to say thanks." Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad I could help you out with your hobby so far. So
What's your best fragrance compliment and worst reaction? Best fragrance compliment is, I mean, it's it was a pretty like good, it's like when the girl, it's kind of like an orgasmic kind of compliment. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, and my worst reaction was, I mean, still to this day, it's when I got kicked out of my class for having too strong of a fragrance.
yeah,
What sucks is like that might be my worst reaction for a good while.
yeah. My worst was, like I said earlier, just that someone told me I bathed in Cologne or whatever. But other than that, I haven't had any bad ones. And for good ones, just very over the top uh, words. Just say that.
Yeah. Tyler, I did not do any decanting surfaces, but I've been wanting to do some, but like I'm kind of like, the thing is that my day I can't speak. My day goes by so quick that like I can't really, do much because I'm in school most of the day, and then I have after school, activities, and then I come back home, do maybe one or two vids, and then go to sleep, or. So, but if I did have time, I would probably, do decanting, and I probably would sell a lot of my collection because right now the main reasons why I'm keeping some of my fragrances that I like probably never use is just to display them in the videos. But I'll probably sell a lot of my designer stuff in the future.
Yeah, decanting is definitely a good option if you're, trying to make some money back because once you get to a point where you have, 50 fragrances and more, all that juice is just sitting there. Most of the bottles are full. So it makes sense to start to sell some of it invest that money in new ones.
Yeah, because I have a bunch I don't use that are like, I mean, I'm just like I'm keeping them stored and stuff, but there's probably one time where I'm just gonna try to sell all of them.
Let's see. We tried Aqua Universal's Forte. I have not, but I've heard it's a really great, just clean scent. And does it have projection and sillage? From what I've heard, it does. All the MFK Forte frags, from what I've heard, do have really good performance. So, like I said, I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming it would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see, Lanouit Loam or Cartier Declaration, Dion Sar. I actually haven't tried the Cartier, so
Yeah, me
not
either.
for sure, but can't go wrong with Lanouit. Great date fragrance.
Tyler, that's a good question. If I had three fragrances to pick for all occasions and needs, I would probably say ones that I mean, the thing is, does that mean like buying them again, or like just have infinity amounts of them? Because Creative Ventus I would definitely want like for all needs and occasions, but I don't want to like keep rebuying it over and over again. But I'll probably do Creative Ventus, Savage, and probably for more of a kind of fall time kind of thing, I'll probably go for Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Those are my three.
Yeah, for me, definitely be just kind of my top three right now, which is Ventus, Elysium, Baccarat Rouge 540. All of them perform good. All of them are versatile. Um, all of them get good reactions. So that's probably my top three. You know, my top three as of right now for niche, and those are the ones I'd probably pick. So
Yeah, I haven't tried Elysium yet, but that's one on my list to try.
highly recommend it. It's really good. Let's see, have you smelled Loam Ideal EDT/EDP? I have the EDT. It's great, almondy vibe. I have not, but I definitely want to. I want to smell a lot of those Loam Ideal fragrances.
I've smelled the ADP, and I think it was like a quick, like just smell this and that. But I liked it. But I just like the time that I smelt it, I was smelling a lot of other stuff, so I don't think it really kind of stuck in my head. But it was pretty good though. I liked it.
Let's see, Tyler said recently went to Saks, Neiman Marcus, and Beverly Hills to smell Bonds, MFK, Tom Ford, and Creeds that I haven't smelled yet and wasn't really impressed by a whole lot. Yeah, really just depends. It depends on your taste. A lot of the Creeds are just, a lot of the Creeds are okay in my opinion. This is coming from someone who owns a lot of Creeds. Really, the only ones that really blow me away is Aventus. That's probably my best or my favorite from them. But yeah, not a lot of Creeds really blow me away. Same with Bonds. There's a few I really like Bleecker Street, but most of them are. Let's see. I love Baccarat Rouge 540, Soleil Blanc, Cafe Rose, Miami Vice. I'm a Creed fanboy like the both of you. Yeah. Yeah, those are all good ones. Definitely solid ones.
Top three versatile fragrances. I would say probably I mean they're gonna be generic answers, but like for example, like probably Savage, Versace, probably Man of Fresh, I would say, is a pretty versatile one. And also Coach for men is pretty versatile, I would think.
Yeah.
Tried it a few times.
Yeah, for me, probably, Sauvage, Acqua di Gio Profumo, uh, Aqua Atlantique. Those are all, relatively affordable designer fragrances that you can wear pretty much whenever. Can't go wrong with any of them.
Sebastia, I think is how you say it. Those are some good picks. Those are pretty much, I like all of those, to be honest. Tobacco Vanille is actually one that I've been recently liking more, because I'm not sure if you remember when I made that video about not liking like fragrances, or like you shouldn't buy those fragrances, and Tobacco Vanille wasn't one of them. And to be honest, I'm liking it more, but it's one that you have to kind of get used to. I mean, because when I first smelt it, I didn't like it, but now I'm kind of liking it more.
Let's see. Your thoughts on Club de Nuit Intense Man? It's really the fragrance that got me into the Ventus DNA. So I definitely, I'm glad that I owned it at some point to really discover that I liked Ventus. But after getting the real thing and experiencing the real thing and wearing it, it just doesn't hold up. It's doesn't perform as well on me. It's kind of sharp.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it does get good compliments. It does give you a good idea of what Ventus DNA is like. So, I mean, if you're trying to get into it, then it's definitely worth trying out, having it for a while. But
yeah, it's also like once you own the real thing, you kind of like give up on it.
yeah, definitely.
But if you're not willing to buy Ventus, I would say it's a pretty good option, because once you buy Ventus, you're gonna be like, man, what is this Club de Intense, man? Like you're gonna want to like just keep it aside.
Yeah, and even with Ventus, you can get decants, you can get samples.
Yeah,
It can make it a little bit more affordable than just buying retail bottles.
yeah. Colton asks, other hobbies beside fragrances. Um, like I do soccer and football. Like that's why I play. But pretty much other than that, I um just focus on school and homeworks and stuff.
Yeah, for me, I've been getting into watches a little bit. Um, that's really about it. I mean, used to have some other hobbies, but fragrances have really started to kind of take over. When you have a lot of hobbies, you got to really choose how you spend your money because hobbies aren't cheap. So fragrances have kind of started to take over everything else. That's kind of the main one that I focus on now. See, Sambista said, "I'm a girl and I love Ventus. To me, a fragrance does not have a gender." Definitely, I agree. I know a few girls who wear a Ventus, um, and yeah, you can wear pretty much whatever you want. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, I agree too. Even like some of the really bold scents, a girl can still wear them. Like, and whatever smells good smells good.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite soccer player, please? Um, my favorite soccer player would have to be, I would say, I mean, I don't really like to focus on one player, like more as to focus as a team. So for the team wise, I would say Chelsea is my favorite team. But favorite soccer player would probably be, I mean, I used to like Frank Ribery a lot, but now he's kind of old, so I would say probably Hazard is my favorite right now.
Let's see. Trying to see if we missed any comments.
You know.
I think we're getting down to the end. So if you guys, have anything else you want to ask before we cut it off, let us know. Be about fragrances or anything else.
Quick fire question around.
It's getting dark here if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to comment, what is your scent of the day, or was your scent of the day? That'd be nice to look at.
Yeah, or if you guys have any video requests you want to see us do, you can let us know.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts on 2018 batch of Ventus? So far from what I've heard, the 2018s have been pretty solid. I haven't tried any. Really just haven't felt the need to. Tend to go for the older ones if I can. I've been trying to get some more 2016s. So yeah, I haven't tried any 2018s, but I'm sure they're pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't tried the 2018s. I'm just sticking with my 16 L01 batch.
So you have to give a present to your girlfriend, a special fragrance. Which do you choose? I don't know. Not too familiar with female fragrances, so I'd want to get her something. I wouldn't want to get her like a juicy couture, like I want to get her something nice. So I'd probably just try to get some samples of some different niche fragrances for women. Just kind of go from there.
I mean, I would say, for me, which is one that I could probably smell good, would be, I think Pink Prestigium is the name, from Mancera.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one, when I smelt it, like it stayed on my skin for like the whole day pretty much. But it dried down to more of a like that classic, female fragrance kind of vibe. So I would say that one is pretty good.
Let's see, my scent of the day is intoxicated mixed with smoke for the soul and tobacco vanille. Wow, that sounds good. I've been wanting to try smoke for the soul. Let's see, cheap office fragrance video. Yeah, I can do that. Put something together. See, Jason said that behind the scenes video should do that one. Great idea. I'll do that. I know I said I would a while ago, kind of forgot, but I will. I'll put something together. Hopefully I can help some people out if you're considering starting a channel, not really sure how to get into it.
Mm-mm.
See, next time you guys have the opportunity, you should smell the gamut of women's fragrances for perspective. Definitely, I'd like to review a few women's fragrances on my channel just to diversify a little bit. I'm sure I will at some point, but just haven't done it yet.
Would you guys like to see a hurricane top 5 video? One's about to like come pretty close to us where I live, in South Carolina.
And let us know too if you guys want us to do these live streams more, because Steve and I were talking about, we said, if enough people are interested, we could make it, like a couple times a month, or depending on what you guys want to see, just to get some more interaction, and we could take turns. So the next one we could host it on his channel and then just kind of swap off like that. So let us know if you'd like to see that.
Yeah. Sir Blackstone, fragrances to wear on various holidays. To be honest, on those days, it just would depend on how I'm feeling. Like for example, last Christmas, I remember I was sick, so I didn't really put on a fragrance. But it would just have to depend on the mood of that day.
Yeah, for me, for Christmas anyway, Replica by the Fireplace, like I was talking about earlier, that one definitely be a good one. Just because it has this very cozy type of smell to it, and it just reminds me of being snowed in, kind of, like on Christmas morning you wake up and there's a bunch of snow and you're staying inside. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's see, what's the name of Steve's channel? It's SteveRandom. I have it linked down below, so definitely go check him out. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Excited for Jeremy Fragrance's brand coming. I am. I'm really curious. I'm curious if he's going to send out bottles to, other reviewers, just, like some of the other brands do. That'd be kind of fun to see. But yeah, I'm curious to see what he's coming up with. He's been talking it up and saying how it's going to be very, I don't even remember what he said, but he's talking it up a lot. So I'm curious to see what he's going to be coming out with.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I hope it's like it could be a more like I hope it's like available, to purchase and stuff, and not like that hard to get.
Yeah, I think he was talking about how he wanted it to be like a niche brand, but also be more available or something. I'm not for
I
sure
wonder what the
exactly.
name is, to be honest. The name and the perfumer, I think, based on the comments, like you can tell who it's gonna be. Because I read the comments and they're all Alberto Marias.
Yeah,
But I feel like the name might be like if it's not like Jeremy or something like that, I mean it might be something relating to him. So I personally don't know, but if he gives us a hint, I might, guess.
yeah. I'm curious to see what he's coming up with. Let's see. Yes, more live streams would be great. You guys do a great job of interacting with the viewers. Awesome. Glad you guys are enjoying it. So, yeah, we'll definitely try to come up with doing this a few times a month or something. Just about trying to find a good time when everyone is available so you can actually watch it live. But
Yeah.
Perfumer is supposed to be known next week. France, I saw that too.
I mean, I heard about that. What's most likely going to be Alberto Marias, but because people are so confident. But I mean, I wonder who else it would be.
Jesse said it's going to be called push-ups. Yeah.
One
The ad he's going to do is probably him doing like one-handed push-ups and like spraying the fragrance on them or something.
Sir Blackstone. I've done a video on that, but like it's a pretty old video, so I might do an updated video and save blind buys. But I mean, I have done one maybe a year ago, and that's like one of my most viewed videos. So if you want to check it out, just
I just picked up a newer release that is very underrated. Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. Amazing scent. Nice. A lot of the Givenchys I've been wanting to try. Like I said earlier, Givenchy Gentleman Absolute or whatever that one was. I enjoy that one. But yeah, a lot of them I haven't really, had the chance to try.
yeah. I mean, I've only tried Play and Play Intense, those two, and I would definitely rate Play Intense high.
Please make a video on Deer Musk fragrance or oils, not Nature Musk. Interesting. I'll have to do some research. Let's see. We've been at this for about what? Almost 2 hours, looks like.
Yeah, I think like an hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and 40 minutes, yeah. Oh, let's see. Please make a video on Rose Dove fragrances like musk, oud. Definitely, yeah, I will. I've been trying to get into roses more lately. They are very expensive, but yeah, definitely I'll do some more videos on roses once I get the chance.
Carlton says, do you all wear fragrances for yourselves or the satisfaction of others? I personally I used to wear them for others, just to smell good, um, and see how many compliments I'd get. But now, as I get as more niches and stuff, I just buy them for myself pretty much, and also to see what others think of them. But I'm not gonna go to try to satisfy other people. But just maybe, oh, how do you think of this fragrance or the other fragrance?
Yep, I'd agree. When I first started out, I was all about all the compliments and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
really I just do it mainly for myself and because it's a hobby that I enjoy. It's something I enjoy doing, so kind of started out as wanting to smell good for everyone else, but then since then it's kind of developed into doing it for myself and stuff like that.
Yeah. No problem, Sambasta.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, Kurt says Dallas, it's dark. It is dark here. Guess we should probably be wrapping it up. um, I think pretty much everyone has asked all they wanted to ask, hopefully, but if not, we can maybe do it again in a week or two.
Yeah.
See, I wear just to feel the scent on me. I put it on today after I got home and went nowhere. Yep. Yeah, I usually wear fragrances when I'm at home too, just again for myself, just because I enjoy it.
Yeah, I do that too as well. But I also sometimes like to just test out some stuff like that. Um,
See, great discussion, guys. Thank you. Looking forward to the next one. Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you sticking by and watching and asking us stuff. Jesse said, "You're starting to look like an avatar. I can dig it." Yeah, it's starting to look kind of weird. So, but I will buy Rose Dove to attract a hot lover. Yeah, um, definitely our exclusive. Oh, here we go. Has the energy in Fragcom died down recently? Uh, I don't know. I feel like ever since all that drama that started going on, I feel like it has caused some people to take a break and caused some people to step back. Some people get burnt out from all of that. So I think stuff has changed a little bit, but that's kind of inevitable. Inevitable. It's going to happen.
yeah. I mean, I would say it depends who you're watching, because I know some YouTubers have, or fragrance reviewers have, you know, done less videos now. But I think it's still pretty good, the energy levels. I mean, I try to still upload as much as I can. Um,
Best fragrance to open, Bob. Probably a Ventus, honestly. I mean, it's one of those mass pleasers that just does a great job at that. Check out Ennis, the Energy of the Sea. Definitely will.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm
I'll
most
have
likely
a
gonna forget, so
yeah.
don't have a pencil. Hi, Rajib. I think that's how you say it. Rajib. All right, writing it down.
See, look forward to the next discussion. It was fun. Thank you. Love your videos. I love fragrances. They're so seductive or disgusting, like Civet by the zoologist. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're liking our live stream. I actually haven't smelled civet by zoologists, and I really don't plan on it. But yeah, I mean, definitely agree that fragrances can be, on a whole nother level. See, I joined late, not sure if you touched on this topic yet, but have you heard of the new Tom Ford Lost Cherry? Yeah, definitely really curious to smell it. It's going to be kind of like what fucking Fabulous was. It's going to be very controversial. Going to be very love it or hate it probably. But yeah, I'm looking forward to smelling it once I get the chance to. Not sure if I'll buy a bottle unless I can get it for a good price, but
Yeah, those prices are heavy.
yeah. Your favorite fragrance reviewers? Like I said, I watched a bunch of different ones, mainly because everyone has something different to offer. Uh, Ashton, Gent Scents, Manny, Cascade Scents, Bradley, Triple Ink, Steve Random, obviously. Just pretty much everyone. Everyone has different tastes, and I can learn something from everyone.
Yeah, there's quite a few good ones, honestly. I mean, it's whatever you're really into.
Yeah. Sebastian from Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. Been watching him a lot. He does videos on a lot of niche and stuff like that. So that's usually where I go to when I'm looking for exclusive fragrances.
Cody says, thoughts on Guerlain Ideal EDP? Is it too mature? Um, I would say based on what I remember when I smelt it, I would say like it's kind of in the middle. It's not heavily young and it's not mature to like the point where like you have to be 50 years old to put it on. I would say like it's pretty good, like in the middle. Um, and it's a good scent to have, like just if you're looking to have that kind of like note breakdown for that scent.
Let's see, yeah, Sebastian has probably had the biggest impact on my fragrance selections. Definitely, yeah. He puts out, I think, videos almost every day. He does a lot of videos on fragrances I haven't even heard of, so it's definitely very interesting to watch. He does a lot of giveaways too, which is cool.
Yeah. Favorite Montal fragrances. Now this one Montal I haven't tried, but Mancera I have tried. So Montal I have no idea which ones are good. I haven't tried any of them.
Yeah, I haven't tried any either. I think I have a couple samples of them, but I haven't even opened them yet. But
Yeah.
I think Montal is a little bit more kind of hit or miss. Mancera can be too, but I think there's some Montals that are really good, and then some I've heard that are awful. So
Cody says, "Is there a designer you can compare to Leighton?" Um, I'm not. I don't think there is really a designer to compare to that. But it is slightly designer. But to me, I think it's overall a very good fragrance to like. I don't think it can be compared to designer that I can think of.
see, Tunes 91 is also a very good and underrated reviewer. Been doing it for years. Doesn't release a lot of content. All to check him out, definitely. Always on the lookout for discovering new channels and stuff like that. Guerlain Ideal EDP is very nice, just more intense and almond note. Nice, nice. Yeah, I still need to try it. Let's see. Latent comparison. What a great question. I knew you'd say that.
Uh,
What fragrance are you excited to wear this autumn? For me, like I said a little bit earlier, tuxedo I just reviewed. Really excited to wear that. I feel like it could be a year-round scent, but just after wearing it these last couple days when it's been cold here or cooler, I just feel like it works really good in cooler weather. So I'm excited to wear that, definitely.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm excited to wear probably Layton, try it out for this fall, and but I'll have to see because there's some fragrances that I just got recently and haven't tried out for the fall, so I have to see how they do. Yep, fragrance journey. We're still going.
Yep. Doesn't even feel like it's been almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
See, the more live streams you do, the more your audience will grow. Yep, that's what I've heard. I've heard live streams are really good when it comes to, watch time and stuff, which YouTube likes. So that's cool.
Yeah. What's the easiest parfums normally to get into if you're not familiar with the house? I personally would say Layton, just because. I mean, if you like lavender, and you're not, you don't really dislike it that much. Because at first I don't really like lavender that much, but Layton has got me to like it more. But it's a very easy fragrance to wear, I would say.
Yep, Leighton or I really like Herod. It's a great scent. Be a good one for the fall. Guys, I really recommend you to try out Valentino Uomo Aqua. Yeah, I've heard a few good things about that. Haven't tried it though.
Yeah, I think I tried it one time in the airport, like as I was traveling. Uh, it smelled pretty good. But I think I remember like saying it was a lighter version of Valentino Uomo. Um, but I don't remember like what I exactly said.
It is 1821 man-made, brutally sweet. It is uh, very sweet. Yeah, definitely. If you're not a huge fan of overly sweet fragrances, you probably will want to stay away from it or at least get a sample. Yeah, it is a very sweet fragrance.
Um, Harewood's great, but doesn't last terribly well. Yeah, I haven't had a full bottle of Harrod, so I don't know how it would do. I just had samples.
Let's see. What's your take on Byredo fragrances? I've tried one. I actually have Bal de Freak, and I like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've tried a few, but I remember one of them was pretty good, which was Gypsy Water. That one I liked when I first tried it.
I like to get Parfums de Marly for sure. Yep, definitely. Like to get Enigma here soon.
Yeah, Roger Dove is one I've been looking like to like trying more of because I haven't tried any of them. So
Gucci Guilty Black. I have not tried that actually.
yeah, me either.
I'd be very curious to see his reaction to Terre de Hermes. Oh, de Hermes. You guys are newbies by any means, but that is a very seasoned vet scent. Very animalistic and funky. Yeah, I'll have to try it. Sounds interesting. I'll have to try it. Yeah, I know. I feel like my connection's getting weak or something.
Enigma smells like tobacco beneath. If it does, then I might Might be 50-50 on it. Because I'm also 50-50 on tobacco mini. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, I'm holding a pencil. A video on when to not wear fragrances. Yeah, I can't really discuss that right now, to be honest, because most of the time you want to wear one if you want to smell clean, and just I wouldn't say wear like a heavy hitter, and most of the time, but if you want to smell clean, you could wear one pretty much everywhere, except when you think it's not appropriate to wear one.
So you guys should check out Arabian Horse and Royal Stream by Alexandria. Y'all had to try them. I've been getting a few Alexandria fragrances lately.
Yeah.
I think I'm still reverbing, aren't I? Sounds like it.
I realized I've been looking at the chats and not like been looking at the camera. So
yeah, I've been doing the same.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we should probably cut it off here.
Yeah, that was a good first live stream, I think.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone. Stopping in, asking questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to do this again maybe a couple weeks or so.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll probably answer a few more questions, then call it a day.
Yeah.
I'll call it a night. Thanks, Burton. Thank you. All right, thank you, Kurt.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah. And Sam Easter. Thank you, Donna. Yep, hopefully it weekends. But at the same time, I hope I get like a few days off from school. I can film some videos and yeah, maybe actually do like a Facebook Live kind of thing, because that one might be pretty cool.
See, great stream. Looking forward to the next one. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for asking questions.
Yeah, thank you, Sonny too, and Jesse.
All right, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. Appreciate it, guys. We'll let you know. We'll plan on doing another one.
Last question before we go: video about wearing winter fragrances in the summer. That I would say you could wear it, because honestly, like I've also been wearing like summer fragrances in winter before, and I'm still wearing summer fragrances where I live because it's still not that fall weather. But yeah, I would say wear whatever you want, honestly.
Yeah, as long as you're in a temperature-controlled environment, you can get away with about anything.
Yeah, like don't overspray stuff that are like, in the wrong time season.
So enjoy watching the young cats in the front. Keep it up. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. Good night. All right.
All right. Looks like we're about done.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'm gonna do my outro. Peace.
Yeah. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Steve if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Been putting out good content.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.